Alright guys, so the internet is back on, but it's not acting right. So like my camera on my printer, it usually reads 30 frames per second, but then like reads 1 or none. I'm having a hard time connecting to it, but the stream, my live stream seems to be perfectly fine. Let me go in here and mute this. Okay, so we started streaming a little while ago. Definitely not at 11 o'clock, which is weird. I started streaming at like 2 o'clock. I don't know why it shows like this big ramp up from 11. I never, or maybe I had the, I think actually, you know what happened? I opened this window on here, but I didn't actually start until like about 1:30. Yeah, that makes sense because you can kind of see it. Anyway, things are not really working well. One of my hotspots I had to disconnect. It just sat there; it wouldn't connect. I don't know what's up with that. Or maybe my mother-in-law downgraded the plan or something. I don't know. It always could be. You know, if she's having trouble paying it, then maybe went for a cheaper plan. I can't believe how much money they charge for the internet. Like, people in Phoenix can get the same thing for like 30-40 bucks. Here it's $100. It's like, what the hell? Of course, they get Cox Cable. What a terrible name for an internet provider. And people are like, I got screwed by Cox Cable. Like, with a name like that, I betcha. Okay, let's go speed test. Let's see what we got. I got suckered into some speed test. They said it was 10 million downloads on Android. And I downloaded and installed it, and it was like, you have to pay to use this. I'm like, how the hell did 10 million people download this thing then? No, that's pretty good. We're at over 300. We're only paying for 300, from what I understand. I shouldn't say we. She. I pay my phone bill, I pay my car insurance, I pay the water bill, I pay the power bill, all that crap. She gives us free internet. So, we can't complain if she doesn't pay it. You know what I'm saying? It's inconvenient, but unless I want to step up and be the man and pay that $100 and something a month, I would just be like, okay, this is inconvenient, but whatever. You know, I got my phone. It's got unlimited internet. There's like 15 gigabytes of hotspot. But I do need to call AT&T because my service is really bad. But anyway, so we're back up line, and I painfully uploaded like my quota of videos for the day, most of them on AT&T, and you see how I have like 14 on up. Oh, I was uploading these with about 1. So I definitely want to complain to them. So anyway, Sparklight is not terrible, but I think they're charging too much money. And we've seen them installing all the fiber optic up and down I-40 and up and down I-17, but unfortunately I'm kind of in between the middle of the two of them, and I guess we're just not, there's not enough illegal people living here paying for cable to warrant them running fiber out to Prescott and Prescott Valley and Chino Valley, and I want to see what else would be there. That's it. This is it. They call this area, I think, the Quad Cities, but really I don't know what the Quad City is, because you have Prescott Valley. They're about 7 miles apart, and they kind of blend into each other. Chino Valley is just on the other side of 89. And that's like 3, so isn't it more like the Tri-Cities? On the other, I mean, like, you got to go quite a ways away, like, to the next, like, large city. But there is a lot of people out here, man. We have traffic that looks like something you see in the suburbs outside of Seattle. It looks like Everett, Washington. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. It chills out about 8 o'clock at night, but during the day it is busy. Lots of accidents. But anyway, I don't know why we don't have fiber out here. And there's a couple of real cutthroat companies that sell like Dish Internet and stuff like that, and some other ones. They're still clinging on to it. I remember I lived in Weed, California, and they had no internet providers in Lake Shastina where I was at because they weren't allowed. Everything was underground utilities. So everybody had to use this company called Clear Path or something like that, or they would mount a satellite dish up in your pine tree, and you'd pay $100 for limited internet. It was absolutely highway robbery. These dudes were just totally they were making probably 5 times as much money on every customer as say companies in Redding or Sacramento. And I've seen this before, and that's what they kind of do out here. They charge a lot of money. CenturyLink charges $100 for this plan, and I don't even know if that's permanent. That's probably the discount, so after a year that probably goes up. But anyway, I don't know what they're considering the Quad Cities, because you'd have to kind of go down 17 and you'd end up in Camp Verde. You could cut over, there would be Cottonwood. I mean, Camp Verde and Cottonwood are, I think Cottonwood's bigger than Camp Verde, but, and then next to that you've got not Jerome, but next to Jerome, in between Jerome and Cottonwood is there's another town out there that, I don't know why I can't remember it, but anyway, Jerome's not big, the other town's not big. Cottonwood is big. I mean, I guess they would be considering Cottonwood the third, fourth one, I don't know. But it's not that close to here at all. It takes an hour to get to Cottonwood. It's not close. In Flagstaff, it's not close. It takes an hour and a half to get to Flagstaff. We're kind of right in the middle of crap. So it's an hour and a half to go to Flag. It's an hour and a half to go to Phoenix. And you just kind of they're you have to come here on purpose. It's not off of the 17, so it's just kind of everything costs more here. Anyway, guys, it's up and running. I don't know why it's not running right. It's like they reset something on my router or something. So I'll have to go and log into the router maybe and see if I can find anything weird.